Hi everybody, Lady in the Window here with you again, and we're going to talk about things that are in your house that you should be saving or can be saving for your gardening. So there are tons of things, and we're only going to cover a small portion of them today, but feel free to shout out in the comments other things you save around the house to share those tips with all of our viewers. The first one we're going to do is paper. A lot of you recycle, some of you don't, but this is a great resource for you to start saving. All I do is I have a shredder. You can tear it up, you can shred it, you can not shred it, you can crumble it, you can do lots of things, but I love shredding mine, and this can, especially if you're using newspaper, can create a great mulch option. It's really, really good as a base in your compost. You can use it as a temporary heat shield on your plants and then remove it later. Lots of things you can do with it. The other thing we're going to talk about is water bottles. Everybody has a bunch of these in their house. Some of you don't use them at all, but you can certainly grab some. Water bottles are great for a number of things, so I'm going to show you 3 different options for water bottles. One, you can, and this is a 2-liter, but you can use a regular water bottle or whatever. What you're going to do is you're going to take it, you're going to take the label off, and then you're going to cut off the lid. Now this is great because you've got a pot, and all you want to do is in the bottom you want to go ahead and put some holes in for drainage. So you have a instant pot for yourself, and you have a funnel. This funnel is great for watering, for filling things with potting soil, or just for the kids. But do be careful, edges can be sharp. Another thing you can do with water bottles is you can do the opposite of what we just did, and instead of cutting off the top, you can cut off the bottom. And if you cut off the bottom, then you have a little seedling cup that you can plant in. Again, poke holes in the bottom. But then you also have this, which then you can, I don't know if I have a seedling small enough for this, but there we go. You can use as a little bitty greenhouse. This is great in your garden as an option to keep slugs and bugs away from something that's growing. You do want your seedling to not touch the edges of this. You don't want it to burn or hurt it. So you might need to use a larger water container. You can use juice containers. You can use anything that's clear. And so that's a little bitty greenhouse. You can still water, you're still getting sunshine. Just don't forget to take it off and let the plant breathe from time to time. Let's see. Oh, another option for water bottles is a watering can. So this is one of my favorite little garden tricks. You know these guys which hold corn? You stick it in the end of corn when you're eating corn on the cob. If you take this and you just simply poke it into the top of a water bottle. Now, what I do is I actually take off the lid and I put the lid on a cutting board, and then I poke holes in it with my corn in the cob sticker, and then I put it back in or onto the water bottle, and I've got myself a watering can. I love these because you really get a fine stream of water, which allows you to water your plants without watering the leaves, so that everything is happy, and you get enough water in the pot without getting too much water in the pot, which is a happy medium. So next thing you want to be saving around the house is clamshells. These guys that you can't recycle and you can't do much with. Now you can. I pot in these when I'm doing my seedlings. I use these like crazy. I have my neighbors save them for me, everything. So what I do is, because they have holes in the bottom and because they're like a little mini greenhouse, I put all my little seedlings in here. I close it up while they're first growing so that all the moisture stays inside. And I've created my own little greenhouse. It stays nice and warm in there and moist. And then as they start growing, I open it up in stages. And you don't want the green hitting the top, so you can then cut off the top or just open the top and reuse it next time you're doing seedlings. So I love clamshells, one of my big tips for saving around the house. And the last one is toilet paper rolls, because you never have enough toilet paper, right? With the rush on toilet paper, you can take toilet paper rolls or you can take paper towel rolls and cut them. But these are great for planting. So all you do is you cut 4 little slots in on one side, and you're just going to fold it down. And as you fold it down, you're creating a base for your pot. Trying to do this and watch the camera at the same time. So all you've got going here is that you're creating a base for yourself. And then you're going to fill that with soil. And you've got yourself a seedling cup. So all you need is to put a seed in there, keep it watered, keep it moist. You can even put it in your clamshells and grow in there. There's a great project for the kids. And last but not least, for this video at least, is your egg cartons. Now you can do this with any egg cartons. They don't have to be the cardboard ones. They can be the plastic ones. But what you're going to do is make seed trays. And so you can fill these guys. This is an oldie but a goodie. You can fill these guys with potting soil and then plant your seeds in, keep it watered. You do have a lid to keep the moisture in, and it is a wonderful resource for the kids to start helping you save things for the garden as you use them in the home. It gets everybody involved, and I'd love to hear your tips and tricks about what you save around the house to use in your garden. Happy planting!